This is the beginning of part 2 of the video review on SunBlogNuke module for DotNetNuke. So we have content pane in the middle, and then we have write pane. What I'd like to do is I'm going to move everything here except view to the right pane. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, so I have repositioned the modules around the page. This recent comments area, I'm just going to remove it from here because I will be adding that one in another page and link it back to the module. So let's go back to edit mode. So it's looking slightly better. So we have the, I would say, the additional modules on the right side. Those are, I would call them supporting modules. You have categories, you have archive. If you don't want them, you can just remove them. No problem at all. There's a search module as well that you can search through the blog posts. And there's a tag cloud as well, which will show the different tags that were placed. I think that we may have to add the tag with a common. It might be a common separated. Let's just have a look at that. Let's add the entry, scroll all the way down, and where are the tags? Yeah, it's here and it's separated by common. So let me just put a common here. Let me save and publish, and those should be two different tags. Yeah, perfect. So they are independent from each other. Now, let's talk a little bit about the additional modules that come together with this module, with SunBlogNuke module. Let's go here to the home page, and I'm just gonna give you some examples here. See, we have SunBlog, which is the main one. Anytime that you want to add a new blog, it might be within the same site, multiple blogs, or just one blog in a single site. And then we have a few other modules as well. You can have the authors widget, which will show the list of authors from that blog. You can have a widget for categories, a widget for content slides, for recent comments, and for tag cloud as well. So with those additional modules, what you will be able to do is you're going to be able to spread links and information from that blog throughout the entire website. So you don't necessarily need to add each and every single blog related module to the blog page. You can actually spread those, you can actually link different pages of the website to the blog via those additional modules, all related to the SunBlog module. Let's give an example. Let's just take the tag cloud widget. Let's select that one. Let's add to the home page here. I don't care too much about where to be placed, but as long as it's placed there. So when we add the tag cloud widget, it will show the tags that are related to the blog module added to the site. Now, we just have one blog at this point. So if we go to the module settings and then to the widget settings, there is a setting that says target blog. If there are multiple blogs, you're going to see them here, and I'll show in a second, but we just have one. So if we just have one, it just assumes that we are linking that tag cloud module to the only blog module that you have in the site. So I'm just going to keep it selected as cars, and I can have it as a common tag view or as a flash view. I'm going to select flash for a second. There are some additional options here. I'm going to check this one that says integrated with SWF objects. And at the end, I'm going to just click on update. So again, we don't have too many tags at this point. We just have recall and Toyota. So with those tags, you can just click on them. And by clicking, it will redirect to the blog page, filtering the posts based on the term Toyota, depending on which one you have clicked. So again, that's a way that you can interlink different pages of your website back to the blog. Now, those settings are available to the other Sun-related modules as well. For instance, if I want to see the list of recent comments, I can click on it, I can add to the page, and then we would have the list of recent comments here as well. We can also go back to the settings and link it back to the cars. If we have more, we can change it here. There's also, which is very useful, an item template. You can, if you know a little bit of HTML, you can change the template to show it in a different way. I'm just gonna update this. Actually, if I go back here to the blog page, I should keep the recent comments at the bottom as well, because otherwise we won't be able to see that there. So I'm just gonna add recent comments to the bottom of the content pane. And I'm just gonna, and then of course, we can make this look better. We can go and change the titles, remove the maximize, minimize. Those are, I would say, fine tunes that you can do that over time. Now, let's talk a little bit about permissions, because what this module will allow you to do, what SunBlogNuke will allow you to do, is to have multiple authors that are able to manage the same blog, and actually have different roles as well. So if we go here to the admin panel and you go to users, then you can say assign new user. Now here's where it becomes quite flexible. You can specify a username to be either a contributor, an author, an editor, or a blog owner, or you can specify a role to do that. Now, what each one of those different roles will be able to do, it's described right below here. So blog owners, editors, authors, contributors, subscribers. So again, it's describing what each one of those roles will be able to do. And the great thing here is that you can do that in a user by user basis, as you can just add the username here, or you can add a particular role to a particular DNN role to be one of those 4 different roles. So that's where you can set up who can be an author, who can be a contributor, who can be an editor. And again, each one of those are described right here below. I'm not gonna cover each one of those. It's not necessary. Now let's see how we can add another blog. Let's say that in our site we want to have 2 different blogs. So I can add a new page. I'm gonna call this blog 2. So that's blog 2. It will be visible in the menu. All users will see it. Update. So right here, the new page, I'm gonna just delete this HTML, and I'm gonna add another Sun blog to the new page, to the new blog page. And again, now we're gonna have 2 different blogs in the same website. Now, when I add to the page, it's showing the same post as I had in the first blog. And this is because at this point, we just have 1 blog set up. What I can do now is I can go to the second page, and I can go to the admin panel, and I can go to blogs. When I go to blogs, I can see the cars blog, which is the first one I have created. I can create a new blog, which I'm gonna let's say I'm gonna talk about real estate, and this is real estate. I will specify what is the home page of the new blog. Now, blog is the home page of the first blog, which is about cars. Blog 2, which is the new page that we have just created, will be the home of our new blog that we are just creating. So I select blog 2 there. I can copy settings from cars if I want. If I don't want, I can leave it there. And from here, I can just update this. This is the end of part 2 of the video review on SunBlogNuke module for DotNetNuke.